There's no such thing as a small disaster. So when you call 1-800-WATER DAMAGE of North Dakota, we come prepared to restore your life back to normal. From burst pipes to unexpected mold discoveries or fire damage, when things couldn't be worse, we come to you with our best. With empathy, local expertise, and a truck full of seriously powerful equipment. 1-800-WATER DAMAGE of North Dakota. Restoring what matters most. 701-670-2022.
Hi everyone, good morning, happy Friday. We have made it through another week. We have made it through another season. Winter is officially behind us. Whether you choose to see the start of spring with meteorological spring on March 1st, or you wait until the equinox, which just occurred at 9:46 this morning. So we have officially welcomed in spring. And I want to take a few minutes to talk about spring. This weather update is brought to you by 1-800-WATER DAMAGE of North Dakota. So let's get right into it. The equinox. Equinox is Latin for equal. So the Earth, as we know, is tilted on its axis. But during the equinox, both the vernal equinox, the spring, and autumnal equinox, fall, the direct rays of the sun are directly over the equator, which is kind of cool. And it happened exactly at 9:46 this morning. And I pulled up this website that I'm going to see if I can grab here, because I found something pretty cool from NOAA here this morning. I saw another meteorologist post, so I had to go find it because I thought it was a great visual explanation of the equinox. So this was a few hours ago, just to get that middle view from this specific satellite. This is the GOES East, GOES 19 satellite. I wanted to line it up just in the middle to really give that picture. So the sun's rays directly at the equator, and that gives equal day and equal night, 12 hours of brightness, well, unless you're in a cloud cover, and 12 hours of darkness, 12 hours of daylight, 12 hours of darkness. So I really thought this showed a cool visual, but there's an animation too that goes along with it, and I could watch this all day. If you're interested, I just typed in GOES 19 image viewer into a Google search, but you can see the URL there up at the top as well. So let's talk more about the differences between the I cannot talk this morning. The difference between meteorological spring and astronomical spring. So astronomical spring is the equinox, and meteorological spring is March 1st. And there are some key differences. This year, astronomical spring begins today and ends on June 1st, which is the summer solstice. It's based on Earth's position relative to the sun and when exactly that tilt allows for the sun's direct rays to be over the equator. Apologize, I stumble so much this morning. But the exact dates do change from year to year. It can range from roughly the 19th through the 21st of March through June 20th through 22nd, most typically though June 20th or 21st. Meteorological spring is always on March 1st and always goes through June 1st. It's breaking up the year into 3-month seasons essentially, but based on the calendar. This makes it a lot easier for statistics and temperature trends, especially because the astronomical seasons, the solstices and the equinoxi, I'm struggling this morning, falls on a different date each year. So that can complicate climate statistics a little bit. So that's why meteorologists and climatologists talk about meteorological seasons as opposed to the equinox or the solstice. Okay, moving forward here, we are starting off our first day of spring with some fog, but also some warmth. But we're going to start out talking about the fog. We've got zero visibility reported in Langdon, half a mile in Baudette in Bemidji. Northern Minnesota is where I was tracking the area of the densest fog throughout the valley today this morning. We're at zero visibility in Mahnomen and Foston. Thief River Falls around 3/4 of a mile, 1/4 of a mile in Waskish, half a mile in Baudette, as mentioned, 1.5 miles in Warroad. Even here in Fargo, it's just at the bottom, very bottom of our screen here, but our visibility is at 6 miles. So starting to see that fog expand a little bit more. Because of the fog, the National Weather Service did issue a special weather statement. Not the same as a dense fog advisory. A dense fog advisory is for more persistent, dense fog across a little bit larger area. This has been kind of intermittent. The visibility has been changing quite frequently over the last couple of hours. Now, jumping to satellite and radar, we're kind of in and out of clouds across the valley this morning, but we're also tracking some showers in the same location that we are seeing that fog. If I can go back. There we go. Okay. Let's see if I can get through the rest of this without struggling even more. Okay, some showers. There we go. In the Northern Valley, temperatures are pretty close to freezing, so we're seeing a few light rain showers, and the pink indicates some freezing rain. These showers are quite light, but could lead to a little bit of slickness on the roadways this morning. But we're going to warm up pretty quickly. You can see some of that fog in Fargo. It's not poor visibility, but just looking a little hazy there on the horizon, looking at downtown Fargo. Right now, it's 38 degrees, and this afternoon, we're going to be pushing the mid and upper 50s. Our forecast is 58 degrees by 4 o'clock. We've seen a light northerly breeze this morning. That is shifting and will become more southerly later this afternoon, and that helps to pull in some of that warmer air. You can see in Grand Forks, this is along I-29. We've done a lot of melting of that snow. The ditches were pure white just a couple of days ago, so nice to see some more grass and soil peeking through there. 34 degrees, 39 by noon, 44 by 2 o'clock, and 47 by the 4 o'clock hour. Our sunrise this morning was at 7:31. Looking at the rest of our day, fog will diminish over the next couple of hours, but we're left with a mostly cloudy sky. A few peaks of sun are expected, so not completely overcast, but I would call it more cloud cover than sun for the second half of our day. Late tonight, some patchy fog is again possible north, but then we're watching a system that'll bring some light showers across the Northern Valley. Not expecting much to come from this, just a few light rain showers. The better chance for more of us to see some showers comes later in the late afternoon and evening. This is 4 o'clock, a few flakes north. This drops to the south. It's a cold front. This is behind the cold front. And by 10, 11 o'clock on your Saturday evening, some areas of light snow, some areas of rain, and then a little freezing rain in between as well. And that continues overnight through early Sunday morning. That is going to influence our temperatures, which we'll talk about in just a second. But for this afternoon, we're ranging from 30s and upper 30s, low 40s along the border, 39 in Langdon, 43 in Roseau, to 49 in Grand Forks, 59 in Valley City, 61 Jamestown, 58 Fargo, 58 Alexandria, and even warmer to the south and west, 69 degrees in Aberdeen at 5 o'clock. Tomorrow, you can definitely see that divide in our temperatures. And even though I've been struggling a lot this morning, I'm going to attempt to draw something here. Yep, that's backwards. Erase. This way. My goodness, I knew this was a bad idea. There we go. Okay, we have a cold front dropping through tomorrow. And behind that front, we're going to be a lot chillier. You can see 30s in the far northern valley, 50s along the I-94 corridor and into the Highway 10 corridor in Minnesota. 60s in the Southern Valley, but take a look in South Dakota. 70s. So you go from 31 in Langdon to 76 in Aberdeen. So a pretty strong cold front when it comes to our temperatures. And again, it brings a few showers behind it later in the evening and a northerly wind as well. That pulls in some colder air. Behind that, we are all going to be cooler on Sunday with high temperatures in the 30s. We do recover next week with highs in the 40s, but there's a lot of breezy days. Excuse me, I had to cough there for a second, had to mute the mic. But we see breezy conditions Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, windier on Friday with some gusts over 30 miles per hour. And for reference, we categorize breezy as gusts 20 to 30, windy gusts over 30. And some days, some of you might see gusts over 30 miles per hour. But as far as precipitation chances, we're looking a little unsettled next week as well. So we've got the system this weekend, bringing showers Saturday night into Sunday morning. And then we've also got another chance for some rain and some light snow on Monday. Isolated chance of flakes northern Minnesota on Tuesday. Another system brings another round of rain and snow on Wednesday. Another chance Thursday. So you get the gist. A very spring-like pattern. Temperatures pretty close to average, if not a little bit above throughout next week. 39 on Sunday is actually very close to average for this time of year. Just a big change from the 50s and 60s and even some low 70s that we're going to see over the next couple of days. But enjoy the nice conditions today. And I think I'm going to leave you guys today on the satellite loop because it is just mesmerizing and beautiful. So we'll leave this here for you, and I'm going to make it a little larger for you too. Beautiful. This is how we'll wrap things up on a Friday on this first day of spring. This has been your weather update today, brought to you by 1-800 Water Damage of North Dakota.